Very good. Welcome everybody to this late night. Well, I wouldn't call it so much of a late night stream, but this nighttime stream, we are kicking stuff off a little bit differently than usual, and that's because, well, earlier it was just kind of nice to get some recording in, get some stuff for YouTube, get some videos, some stuff like that. So we're going to be getting back to it today. We're going to be getting back to the yard itself. I've been debating whether or not I should change this yard up, make it look a little bit better. But it all depends. It all depends on what we're going to be doing. Yeah, because, this yard, it works perfect for standard goods. I don't like standard goods. I'm just not a fan of it. I did find out one thing last session, and I will tell you guys this, for you that do like running longer trains, the steak wagon, this thing, it's really nice. I love it. It's light, beautiful, but the problem is the rerailer does not work on it because it is hollow. Yeah, but I tried last session. I actually had to restart the game, and by that time it was just kind of like, well, we just lost all the work we've done. Just time to call it quits, So now that I've got something to eat, got some dinner in me, and I've got fresh nos ready to go, let's go ahead and give these yards a second chance. So the whole thing is, the yard that I want to make, there's a problem. We need to have a warehouse, right? A few of them. Well, if I go down to here to buildings, we go down to warehouse. As you can see, it is a beautifully done warehouse. But the problem is, here it is. 2 heavy goods, 6 lumber. Right, so we are going to have to run some lines. Hopefully one of you would like to join in and help out. Yeah, no, not trying to push off anything to you, but it's always nice and appreciated that you come join in, help, do all that. So right before we ended up, we did finish bringing all the log cars over here. We do have a load of log cars right now, but there's not much. I want to get more. We have some down here already. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, I know we have some over here already filled and ready to go, right? I think there's like 6. So we gotta figure this out. We really do, because I want a little bit of a security blanket here. I want to grow it. So how are we going to do this? How are we actually going to set this up where just a few trips we'll be able to get this going? Well, we could go to standard goods, load up the PTX well cars, come back down here. But the thing is I don't want to spend the money on more flat cars, more well cars, no more nothing. I want to keep about what we have. So we're gonna have to do wood only. So let's see here. We're just gonna have to do continuous trips for the time being. I believe. All right, I am gonna. There it is here. All right. And I'm gonna go backwards. That. No, we're gonna be going over to the other line here. Hopefully I got all the switch. I should have all the switch flipped. This is the way I came in and dropped all those off, so we should just be good to go, pull through, and done. Because the one thing that I want to do is I want to put a warehouse here. I want to put a warehouse, I want to put some stuff. Make it look nice. To mess up the There we go. Perfect. Don't mess up the UI controls. That still gets me. The UI controls still get me from time to time. Yeah, you gotta love it. So this second part of this yard, well, I guess part 4 of the yards, I'm gonna be doing today. Once we get these up to logs, I'm gonna be reworking logs a little bit, make it a little bit longer, where we can fit a little bit more stuff up there. Because right now we can hold about 1 train. I would like to hold 2, so that way, if we, if you get on, or whatever, but we don't have a shunter, somebody has the ability to run 2 lines, go 2 times, so that way the other person can load while the other person drops off. But yeah, I know, kind of sounds a little bit on the nutty side right now. I know I said about a bit nutty, but fuck. I got this idea in my head for this kick-ass yard, and I don't know if I want to do it yet or not. Like, I am really debating on just take a truck out and start it. Because it's going to be a little bit hard, because coal, it was flattened out a little bit earlier on, but coal has a few little odds and ends that can kind of give you a little bit of a problem. And I gotta figure it out, because, man, last time I tried to build a yard up at coal, it wound up going into the sky. No joke, it wound up being a yard completely in the air, because there was just so much of a so much of a height difference. Ah, fuck it. Let's go up to coal. Need to buy a truck. Purchase. Do we have the money to purchase? No. Nope, we do not. Alright. Alright, let's see here. Alright, we're just gonna have to fly over there. I mean, we got another truck over at oh yeah, we have the truck over at logging. But, I mean, we're right here. I mean, if it was farther away, then it would be worth it, but right now it's not. It's really not worth it. You know, you can just fly right over here. I mean, I'm so glad you run, I think, at like 40 miles an hour or something, like some insane number. That's pretty decent. But I mean, for the coal run, what I was wanting to do, I'm wanting to do like something you would see on other games like Railroads Online, where the track's gonna follow this ridge line. This way, it would make it look nicer, give it a little bit more of a detail to it. And I think that's what's going to be the, I guess you could say, the major add to this thing. And that is, you'll have the coal line up here, which I do believe, or no, the boulder line. I do believe the boulder line I am going to have steam. I'm not for sure. Depending on how heavy everything is. I haven't done boulders yet, but I would like coal line wrapping around this side of the mountain, coming in through here, and actually wrapping down. The problem is, as you can see here, this is a giant open area, but there's an angle. It's at a constant grade of, I believe it's like 1.3 or yeah, somewhere around there. Let's check here. 2.9. Okay, so it's deeper than what I thought. So the problem I had last time when I was coming through here was I had to build in the air because there's such a long drop from there to there. There's really nowhere you can actually put tracks that kind of get along with each other and can work with switches without having giant dips and something that's just not pleasing, right? You know, Nobody wants that. Everybody wants something, please. Well, so let's see. What I want to do here. I want to make this somewhat like logs. That's going to be the thing, what I did with logs. I want to make a down and backyard, and the thing is, I want it coming in from this way. Because if you look, the grade here, let's put down track. There we go. It's there. Well, there is flat, right? And the grade's not that bad through here. So we could do an angle out coming this way, and we would be able to connect up to the mountain over there and call it good. That's what I think we're gonna do. I think we're gonna do something of that sort. I gotta remember. Oh yeah, it's this. Is that even tall enough? Is that even tall enough for the ST? I hope so. Okay, so let's go here. Come on. Why can't I build anything here? That was weird. And that's something that's unexpected. Right. Right. Micro adjust. Perfect. Okay. Now that we have where the track's gonna actually go, I am trying. What I want to figure out right now. This area. How do I want to do this? Because if we go over, which we got to get the truck anyways. So if we go over here, this is the setup that I have for logging, and I mean it's great. It's really great, really set up quite well. The only thing is, as you can see, the lines are going to have to extend out a little bit. I was thinking about it earlier. I'm going to have to extend those lines and those lines, which I think I might do. Second, I don't know how far I'm going to be able to extend them out through here because the rise of the track itself. So let's check this out. I'm kind of going to be jumping back and forth from area to area because I want to kind of get a little bit of a clue. I'm going to be working with these all at the same time. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so we have till right here. Okay, so we have till right there before we hit a hidden incline. I would love to avoid this incline. I really would. I don't think we're gonna be able to, because as you can see here, there is this hump right here. This is the only problem, is this little hump. That and this one over here, because I was gonna go the tracks leading off to the left or something of that sort. It might come down to the fact we might need to add more sightings in to be able to cope with all the other stuff. As you can see here, I did leave enough room on this side for some sightings if needed. The only problem was they would be shorter than what we have now. That's what I was afraid of yesterday of doing. Now, it looks like it's came back to bite me in the ass, because I have plenty of storage here. So what I figured I might do is I might convert this track here that I have for the shunter, for the empty shunter. I might convert this over here and have another switch here going out that way, but then I have to have all bridges. No, that's not gonna work. You know, I mean, I have over here, but all these are loaded. You know, I made sure I left these here earlier. I could have just went and got them earlier, but I left these here just so that way I have point of references, so I can see what's what where's where, how's what. Let's see here. How are we gonna do this? Because we can't. We don't have an actual crossover. There is a crossover in the game. But as you can see, it is a 90, which we can't really use a 90. If it was, I mean, we could use it in the future like this. Oh, I didn't realize that. Yeah, we could do that. That's cool. Okay. But no, right now, let's see. How are we gonna do this? Because over here, it's a complete shit show, right? Over here, the drop is, it's quite a big drop, if I'm right, if I go through here. Let's just place, 2 rails. We're at a 4.4% grade, right? So either way we're going to go, if we build off this side, we are going to screw ourselves. So I have to find a way to build over here. The only thing is, I can't figure out. Maybe, you know what? Maybe this on. Let's pull this guy forward real quick and get him out of our way. Go. Get out of our way. I got an idea. I got an idea. It might not be that smart, but it might work. It might work. There we go. Okay. Now he's out of our way. Alright. Let's go ahead and get rid of you. Because this should work. Let me go ahead and just add in this track here so I can up here and kind of get a clue of where we are when I do this. Okay, so switch. I need a black switch. There we go. I want to get rid of this bridge. I need to add a wooden bridge into here. Okay. H. There we go. Now, I'm hoping I have enough room here to do this. Yeah, I might have to go back one more. But so far, it might be possible. Oh, let's see. Let's go back one more. Let's go back one more. Yeah, I love these red bridges, but sometimes you have to use the old and true. Go. I'm gonna extend this a little bit farther out just in case we have to go farther than that. Okay. There we go. I am gonna have to come back out at least one more. At least one more. I'm gonna have to. I don't know. What about this guy though? Let's see here. Can I get him away from the bridge? Away from that. That's the thing. That tree is gonna get in our way. Right. I think one more. One more will do the trick. Or it shouldn't get in our way. Yeah. Okay, so I went out 3. Okay, so this should give us a little bit extra room over here to place a second siding area over here for the empties. Okay, so let's go ahead and get rid of this one so we have a marker. I know it's kind of weird, but okay, so I went out 3 from that. Okay, so I need to go 3 tracks out. I know it's a tad bit weird for me doing this much work this late, but I think it's worth it. I really do. Because if you don't have something that can withstand a lot, then it's kind of just not worth having it, you know? Okay, so this we're about to be flying in the air for a little bit, but we're good. Okay, so let's bring you here. Now, let's bring you here. 1, 2. Oh, please tell me I got it right. I don't think I did. I think I got the wrong measurements because of the... No, I did. Wait. Okay. Oh, we're going to connect this up really quick. Okay, so we got that in there. I'm going to go ahead and add in custom track. Custom rails. I want to do place objects, crane. Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and get rid of these guys. Nope. You know, you gotta love the fact you can build in the air on this game. And that's what I really like about it. You know, a lot of people ask you, or a lot of people, you're talking earlier about what our favorite things were. It's like, I love the straight track tool. I completely forgot. Oh yeah, I love this factor of the game too. Okay, so that will reach, that's good. I just want to make sure that that will reach there and we didn't go too far. That would kind of be hell if we went too far. So I don't know how far we're going to be going switches or what we're going to be doing. So, it should be a blast and a half. This is... Ooh. Okay, we'll have to start from here then. No, I want this one. This one. Now, see, it doesn't look like it's level right now, but you're about to see something. But this black switch is longer, it's smoother, but at the end, the way that it looks doesn't look straight, but it actually is. It's actually straight. So, let's get over here. Now, I do all this usually in the air before. Definitely if it's just 0% grade all the way through. And the reason is, usually, I suck at doing the wood bridge. Best way to put it, I suck at it. I really do. The wooden bridge is kind of like my arch enemy. It is bad. Some of my other bridges that I've shown are just immensely horrible. Okay, so I want here for the locomotive to park. Okay, so that's locomotive parking. Okay, now here. Ah, crap, I went too far. There we go. Now, should I do 2? No, I'm gonna do 1. I mean, I have the room to do. Because I can split this guy off. Or I can go to the right with this guy and to the left with that one. But then I'll just leave something in the middle. I think if I just... Yeah, just connect this way. Yeah, let's see here. Put a bridge going here. I just put that bridge in so that way, see, okay, so I want this bridge right here. Or I want this switch right here. I want this switch right here. But yeah, the having this bridge here, it kind of helps because of the connection points. It really does. We're gonna have to get that. But yeah, the connection points, if you're placing like this, it kind of makes it hard sometimes for the snap points in the snap area. But if you do it this way, it works a little bit nicer. A little bit more friendly. Okay. I need to go to there. Okay. I'm not going up far. there. This will be the first piece. These will be a tad bit longer, which I'm hoping will help, because a lot of the stuff, like I was showing you with the warehouse, a lot of that, it takes a lot of timber to build this stuff. So you kind of have to make sure you do go out, you do go correct with the size of the yard. It can get out there, man. I mean, it really can. Definitely when you're not really expecting it. But I think it took me building the refinery and everything else. It took me like 500 timber for the entire setup build just to get the way I want. So I mean, it does take a little bit of an extra, I guess you could say, compared to, I don't know, what would you call it? A soul to put in to, you know, for the extra materials, you know, to come up with a yard, to come up with stuff that makes it feel like it has some soul to it. It does take a little bit, but I mean, all in all, it's really worth it. Go. You know, you don't think it's long until you actually walk back and you're not placing anything. And you're like, holy crap, I didn't realize that was that big. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this first. Now, here's a little trick. If you don't like doing corners and you just at 0%, right, with the smooth track tool on, let me turn on auto level, by the way. Just walk up and click. There you go, perfect corner. It's the best way to do it. Some people don't know it. Some people, they try to do their own corners. It's like, well, no, I'll let the game do my corners. I know they work. Makes it a little bit easier. Go. There we go. Come on. Oh. Okay. That's done. Let's see. I don't know. Should I make that where the storage line is? Should I make that a reverse track? I mean, technically we don't need to, but if I make it into a reverser track, it would avoid the people getting caught up with each other. And I want one, one more from that. I think this should work. I don't know about this area over here. I'm pretty for sure that we should be fine and straight and narrow for it, but you never know. Go. Yeah, this should really help. It also fill it out a little bit better, make it look nicer. You know, that is the really big thing about this game, is getting it to look nice. You know, everybody, I know earlier, you know, people were talking about, you know, some people are planning on redoing their track now that they know the game, they know how to work the build menus and all the stuff that comes along with it, like the bridge, if you want to align it. Let's want to align this bridge that way. There you go, middle click. But a lot of people really are just learning this stuff. They're coming in, they're new. A lot of y'all are new, so I mean, you gotta have some nice track. I mean, you know, yeah, people like driving stuff, but you gotta have that nice atmosphere, something to make driving and working and building something kind of more worthwhile. You can sit here time and time again and be like, oh, well, you know, I'll just place this track down and never work on your track, and then you just get bored of it. Like, for me, I like more shunting. I like more moving of the actual freight itself. I don't like really going out and about. That's why I spend all my time on these beautiful freaking mega yards that I build on World 1. That's because 90% of the time I'm there literally shunting. I'm there working on everything. I try to make sure that it all has, you know, there's something to do in that yard at all times. Which, it's not hard to do. I mean, it's really not hard to get that yard working. But, uh, you know, getting the oil distribution, oil crude storage, diesel, then also along with that, trying to get coal all into one yard. It's possible, but there's sometimes you just don't want to. I mean, for real, sometimes you're just like, yeah. Okay, let's go here. Let's go here. So these are going to be a little bit longer than those, which that will actually work out to our advantage. You know, with it working out to our advantage like this, I think it might turn out just the way I'm planning on it. Because really, I mean, you gotta think there's going to be way more empties than loaded. You know, it's not like other games where, you know, you get the same amount or same quality back of what you put in. So it's kind of nice because we'll have so many more empties than we'll have loaded that it will equal itself out here, and it'll kind of make it a little bit nice and a little bit equal on both sides of the yard. Kind of help it a little bit too. Let's see here. Here we go. Okay, now just to make sure, want bridge here. Just want this going over to here so that way I don't fall down. Oh, this looks confusing to anybody coming in. Just being here in first person would just got this siding, this siding, this siding, this siding, this siding. It could get confusing. Definitely get confused. Okay, alright. Next thing we need is stops. You know, even though I really like these old wooden ones, they're just somehow nicer, better. I just don't like the ones that look like a stick. Doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that? I like that guy. Jump, 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 jump. Okay. So these are in. Start trying to figure out all do the rest of it. So, you know, now that we got this filled up a little bit better, filled up a little more, the reverser track. Now, the reverser track for this one, I don't know, because I was originally planning on just having it back out onto the line and coming out, but you know, with just thinking about it, I would like to try to avoid being on this line, right? So I think the reverser track coming out this way will probably be our best bet. That is probably our best bet for it. I am going to do something though. Keep in line with everything else. Alright. Right. Shima there. be able to align this correctly. There. Now, the reason why I like this bridge is once you get the right angle that you want for it, you literally just middle click and done. Right? It's so much easier. It looks so much better. I mean, the wooden bridge is nice to have on occasion, but for all in all looks and aesthetics, I would have to say this bridge just by far outdoes any. Go out to right about here. That should be good. I don't plan on having that much, but I want to give myself a little bit extra room. You never know when you're actually going to need it. But yeah, giving myself a little bit extra room. Because what the longest trains, the longest jet we're going to be loading is what, like I think 8 cars, 10 cars. So this will be more than enough to do what we need. Yo, come on. Like I said, you don't really realize how far you're building out until you actually come back and you're wrapping yourself around it, and it's like, holy shit, I built far out there. I want to stop it right there. We're so far out that the bridge doesn't touch. Alright. Alright, let's see. What the fuck? What? The flying fuck. Dude, you can go back to my previous stream. That brake, the brake on this car was on this last brake. How in the fuck did it move? Yeah, there it goes. As you can see, the brake was on. It was up there. What in the flying fuck just happened? Thank God I came back here. Let's go over to the front. Let's back up. You're gonna have to do a little bit of shunting. All right, let's see what happens now, because I was here just not even 10 minutes ago, and that was right up there, no issue, no nothing. Is this still moving? What the f— It's acting like there's no brake on it. Just, what about if I put 2 brakes? It's still moving. 3 brakes. Okay. That's new. Very few things ever actually get me to scratch my head, but this is nuts. All of the consoles, including every single thing here, is set up with 1 brake on. That's literally what it is. 1 brake on everything. What in the hell's going on? Yeah, because this is a 1% grade, 1.2. That levels out up here. There we go. Levels out to a 0.4 to a 0.0. What the flying hell? It was acting like it wasn't even done. Alright, well, anyways, we gotta bring these guys up. Add up to. So, how are we gonna do this? Because I can't get around it. Literally, it's cannot. So here I'm gonna have to back up. Yeah, nothing else is moving. Just those. Those are empties. That does not make sense. Why did you move? Because I literally turned on the brakes. It stopped. It came to a stop. There was no active vehicles when I left the game. Literally, up here, active vehicles. That's 7 out of 79. I'm guessing that's the cars in the back of us still moving. But the whole thing is, when I left, it said 0. Nothing. Nada. Now it's saying, oh, we're moving. No. Alright, so I guess we gotta go play, gotta go. Gotta go fucking figure something out. This consist was not that big. I remember I cut off half. I cut off to like right there. What the hell's going on? Did I not cut it off right? Huh. Yeah, 3 sections. I guess that was longer than what I thought it was. But I still shouldn't have done that. That still shouldn't have done it, no matter what you look at. Alright, well, time to connect up to these guys, drag them back after just plainly out and said, well, screw you two. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna pull this back. We're gonna sit there. Like, I want to sit here and watch and be like, you're not moving, don't move. Like, your brakes were on. Bite me. Oh. That. Brakes on. I'll let it have a little bit of tension. I keep the brakes on, but oh yeah, I don't fall off. I mean, this is how. I'm glad the freaking locomotive was there. If it wouldn't have been, I would have just derailed. Brakes. Pull forward. There we go. Okay, I want to see you lie to me. Really want to see you lie to me. Please. Please lie to me this time. Tell me that it's not done. That it's not locked in. Because I locked you in. Unless this eagle here is this is what you get for trying to make a nice freaking yard. Let's see here. Lock up. Okay. So last time I locked the brake down there, right? I'm gonna try to lock this one up. I'm gonna lock up one brake. Done. Okay. Let's start. It's moving on its own. It's literally moving on its own. Moving on its own now. No. So just to make sure that this doesn't happen to the other ones, I'm going to go ahead and put another brake on each of these. What the hell? I've had steeper angles in a yard and it stayed. And I've had heavier causes too. Does not make sense, but okay. I'm gonna pull some shady shit like that. Like, fuck you. Glad I came and checked. In the freaking stuff. God. Come on. Okay. So how are we gonna work this? Because I guess we could do 4. Yeah, I guess we can do 4. We'll run 4 locomotives up. We'll get these connected to the 2 over here. These were supposed to be the shunters, but I'm just thinking with the amount of cars that we're going to be bringing up, having 2 more will kind of a nice thing to have. Go. Okay. Oh. hopefully I have this in here right. Found it. It's gonna be a tight fit. Hell. I got it to work. A little bit of a shove. Okay, so... Alright, so I'm not going to be able to keep any locomotives that still will have to be outer wheel. Alrighty. This should already be set up for forward and back. All I should have to do is just connect them up, set them as master, and done. Go. You. Break. All right. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I'll make sure backwards, forwards, backward. Good. All of them are there. All of them are on. Right. Yep. All of them are on. We're good to go. What we'll do is we're going to pick up a small load right now. Drop off these logs. Oh. And we're going to drop off these logs over here that we have. And then on our way back, we'll pick up the empty cars that we're going to be bringing up there along with it. Oh shit. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Whoa! I completely forgot about that. Got lucky, but I don't want to do that again. No way in hell. No way in hell. Oh. Through. I still can't believe that freaking set moved. Cannot believe it. Go. Back. Here. All right. Oh. now that we're back in action, actually do something. You know, it doesn't look like many logs, but you get 200%. So we'll double the amount of everything we have here. And for every, what is it? I think for every 2, we get another half a log. So every 4, you get another log. And you just literally run back and forth, man. Sometimes it just gets tedious and boring. Because, man, the loading process takes forever. And then by the time you load, it's like, well, I don't want to drive all the way down there now again. And you're sitting here going, well, you know, but I have to. You know, it's always nice to have a little bit of, you know, something else in there. Like, you know, having heavy goods, stuff like that. But just getting started, this is going to be like the absolute money get. That would be the best thing I would say, is this is your money getter. You can go get heavy goods, deliver it wherever, but logs and timber are that's what's going to grow it. Because you produce the logs, you produce the timber, you're going so far down, you're selling, doing everything like that, plus you're getting money along with that. Yeah, I think World 2, with how far you have to go for some of the stuff, I think you should start out with a little bit more money where you could get a little bit more out of it. Now, all right, here, 60%, gradual, 7. All right, time to go back and forward 1,000,000 freaking times. All right, I'm just gonna let it toast. Okay, throw you into reverse. There we go, 48 out of 6. 6 double stacked. That ain't bad. Not at all. All right, let's here. Ready. Hopefully, I can get this right when it comes around. Now, I'm also wanting to check something because these bulkheads are so heavy. I wonder if the gravity is going to play a factor, the center of gravity. Go. Yeah, right there. I have a little bit of time before I do it. Okay, let's see. Can I get it? Oh, I got it to 1. Perfect. So perfect loading speed for SD40s. Literally, you can do 5 to 10 on the brake. Ah, shit. There we go. And 1. Forgot I had it in reverse. I gotta remember to triple. Now, this is the reason why I prefer the TTX well cars over anything else. Is the actual gravity itself. As you can see, 3 stacks, 3 high, right? It works like a charm. You know, I know people want to use some stuff like, you know, they want to go time period of what they're doing, but to get your map going, this is going to be the car that you want to use most. None other than if you don't have money for a bulkhead and all the other cars, right, and you just have money for one TTX, it fits logs, it fits heavy goods, it fits large materials, fits damn near everything. The only thing it doesn't fit is military supply. Everything else can fit on here. So, I mean, this is like the perfect, you need something, this is what you save up your money for. Because it's so easy to work with. And it allows you to build, like, I don't have anything else right now. I got the bulkheads and these. But if I didn't want the bulkheads or anything else like that for right now, I could just use the TTX. And the TTX would take care of everything else. But it gives you an ability to build your refinery, to build your yards, without having to have, you know, 20 or 30 cars of heavy goods. You can triple stack the heavy goods on here. You can triple stack anything. Also, it fits standard goods perfectly. You can fit, if you're going on World 1, I think it's like, you get 3 standard goods for every full car you bring in. You actually fit it in right. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. We are going to have to pick up more TTX well cars here. Yeah, there you go, 4. Just 4 stacked it. I'm not going to try to 5 stack it. We're going to have to be a little bit careful, though. That's a little bit high up. I mean, 3's not bad, but 4's kind of pushing it. No. Didn't mean to click that 4th time, but it worked. Okay. Go ahead and knock it up to 10. Go. I'm on the wrong part of the map. Sometimes I wish that this would actually follow you. Okay. Let's go ahead and flip that switch. We're good. Good to head back. Go connect up to the other set. Get a consist going up. And we'll get going. That sounds good. That sounds really, really good. And let's see here. Take a quick break for a second. Alright. Now let's... Yeah, I know we could be going faster right now. But, this curve coming out, the way it kind of works, I mean, you can go pretty much 20 through here, but when you have that load, you always want to be careful. You know, you always want that carefulness to it, because if you don't, you're gonna wind up getting some shit screwed. Like, really bad. Hmm. Alright. So I should be able to speed up. If I keep it at 20, I should be able to 20/20, have perfect vision, and hope to God that I didn't just... It should be a gradual enough turn through here that we should be fine. But it's going into the yard that's going to be the problem. That's the only thing. If you want yards here, you're only going to have a little bit of time to actually speed up and go from, you know, be on a straightaway. Because by the time this exits, we're almost at the other yard. Now, that's the only downfall of having yards. A lot of them. Like, I mean, even that, just having that little flip around part, by the time we speed up here, right, it's gonna be, there's the yard right there on our left. You can see it popping in. Alright. Let's see. I think the long line we should take up there. Does that give us the most hassle down here? I would say bring everything up, but I don't want to bring everything. Because that will I'll be a quite literal pain. Oh, you know, work if I turned off the brakes a little. Let's speed up. Shit, we're not even doing 20. The hell? Should not be topping out at this at 30 on the reverse, 40 on the reverser. And we're already here. Now, go. Drop you down. Ooh, that's not a good number to have. Yeah. 13 and 13. Yeah, just a bad luck number. Definitely when I'm pulling in here. We already had that problem once. Next thing you know, I don't want these train cars rolling back and be like, no! Bite me. Nope. We're gonna go through another line here. Go through. I'm really wondering if this will hold, because I always do the lightest stuff on the back, right? Always put the heaviest up front. But this will be interesting. Very, very interesting. Weird thing, that doesn't even feel like a 1%. It really doesn't. Right? That's the last one that needs. A little bit longer than what I wanted for these shards, but we're just gonna do it. I need to get those cars up there. No. Should just be able to have a gentle stop. Oh, it's in. Or want this to be as gentle as possible, because if I send these going off, well, that's gonna end up being hell. Oh, that's gonna end up being hell. That breaks. Oh. Now, last time we tried to connect something up big, it held on us. Will be quite interesting. Okay. Off. Head 15 out. 15. Okay, so nothing derailed on us. I wonder if it was just that area part of the. I can tell that's going nuts. At least the whole thing's moving now. Does it look like the back's going? Oh yeah, because all the. So it looks like the back's going faster than the front. That trick of eye. That little turn right there really messes with you. Nope, not fully out yet. Yeah. Put on the. Should at least help the speed this little bit of downhill here. And I am going to slow down right here. Coming off this corner, I found out last night, made it a little bit sharp. So, cutting back a little bit easier to. No. Just a tad bit. This is also a downhill. I really need to do something about that one right there, though. That is one thing I need to do. I need to move that section out. I didn't realize how big that dip was. Yeah, it's this corner right here that I was worried about at first, and then last night when I was going around, it was it's quite tedious. I had those train cars going on their side, and I was only at 39%, which is like 38 on this SD4. They were going around on their sides. Make it a little bit slow through here. Yeah, I know taking it slow is something people don't like to do, but man, that corner just. Ooh. See what I mean? If you do put yards everywhere, at all the stops, by the time we've just got out of this one, since I didn't build it right, I mean, we're already coming up to this one. Which can kind of, it can kind of be, that's why I liked World 1 so much, is because World 1, it was so far away, but the whole thing is getting there was such an effort that it felt like an accomplishment once you got in, but before then it just, oh man, it was so tedious. You get bored. It just wouldn't be right. It's the only way I can put it. Be right, not. I have no clue how to say it, but it just didn't feel right. Like some of the stuff that you had to go through to get to other places, if you try to build a proper track, World 1 was just kind of really hellacious. I like to call it the bridge map. That's because if you actually try to stick with the grades that are in actual, real life, your entire map would be a bridge. I've done it before. My entire map was a bridge. I think I only had like 1 or 2 spots that were on the ground. By the rest of the stuff, everything else was giant loops. You can actually see some of the pictures on the Steam page. You'll see them pop in there after the intro video, after the promotional video, call it. But yeah, like legit. Some of that stuff, man, to get a nice smooth grade, you have to do that. It's like World 2, you have to still, but it's not as bad. The angles aren't as bad. Some of the stuff just, it makes it a little bit easier to work with overall. And that's what I'm looking for. Looking for something that we can have fun with. Because I do plan on, like I've been saying, I do plan on opening Snakehead RR on here. This is the map. And this is basically the functional map, right? So once the yards are built, I'm going to fully open it up. I want the yards done myself. I know it sounds kind of selfish on that one, but the thing is, I want to do them a certain way. I want to set it up where we can have 10 people in here at the same time, and you guys are never doing the same thing, right? That's the main thing. Yeah, one person shunting, one person loading, one person unloading, one person driving. And then if you're doing Steam, have one person on brake van, or whatever you want to consider it. The whole thing is I want to get this done before I release it to the full public and say, hey, join my server now. We're open for business. This last thing I want to do is have you come in here and be like, yeah, I'm still working on this yard. And then be like, well, what should I do? Well, you can run logs for the millionth time. I want you to be able to come in and say, oh, what should I do? Oh, well, whatever you want. We got everything connected. You're good to go. That's what we did with Railroads Online. But by the time we got it done, they updated and screwed us over. Yep. That's exactly what happened. That's why we're on here. That is the perfect explanation of why we're on here. Is because Railroads Online is horrible. Used to be, literally no joke, I didn't have any problems that anybody else had on day one, right? I never ran into any problems. Start up a server, we all jumped in, it was fine. There was a few desync area, a few actual network desyncs. There's those issues, but nothing else, right? And then they don't fix the main problem, which is the network sync. They don't fix that at all. What they do is instead, oh, well, you're having a problem with this? Okay, we're going to lower the LODs down to the point where you can only see 8 vehicles away from you. Oh, we're going to lower this. We're going to lower that. We're going to adjust this and adjust that. And you're not fixing the fucking problem. Like, that is the one thing that gets on my nerves. You don't fix the fucking problem. Like, no joke, day one of me getting into Loco Shortline, right? Back when it was called Loco. I was in, I think it was week 1, day 2, something like that. Like, I mean, I literally came in as it was published. And I have not had an issue with connection. I have not had an issue with smoothness of gameplay. Fuck, I've had consists on here that will make a grown man blush. I mean, seriously, my longest line is 150 cars. And I had not one issue with it at all. And people were still able to join in when I had long stuff too. It wasn't like the other stuff, man. I'm going to kick it down to 18 because we're coming up to that 3% grade. But yeah, I mean, doesn't make sense on some of the stuff, why you would do some of the, with Railroads Online. And we just got so fed up with it. I think we were one of the first servers to actually say, you know what, we're gone. I think that was the first time was saying bye-bye. When you can't even play multiplayer because the cars bounce up and down so badly and you can't see anything. I mean, that was insane. It's like, people bitched about everything. We were running 50 to 80 car trains in Railroads Online day one. Like, once we saved up the money, we did it. And there was no issue. We had no issues with it. But yet, they won't fix the network sync delay, but they'll take care of the, oh, well, okay, we'll nerf this, we'll buff this, nerf this. And I just, that game would have been so nice, but it was in the wrong. Someone needs to buy the game from the developer and be like, here, give me it, and redo it. And do it the way it needs to be done. Which basically would be from scratch, and they would just be having the name. But that's what you would have to do to get that game playable. Like, I have what? I know I have at least 50 different people on my friends list to play that game, right? Only one person still plays that game. More people play this game and play Transport Fever and play Derail Valley than they do on Railroads Online. It is just hilarious that game has gone to shit, man. And I will talk shit about it all day long because it's the truth. You can't deny it. You can sit here 1,000 times over and over and be like, oh, well, no, there's this. They're adding in this. Yeah, but they're not fixing it. They have not fixed it. They refuse to fix it. And the thing is, the main guy thinks his code is golden and his shit doesn't smell. Well, I'm sorry, buddy, but your shit does smell and your shit's not golden. Your shit's brown. Sucks. Hire the right people. Do the right shit. Don't be a dumbass. That's what people need to say, man. People are so afraid. Oh, well, people will get offended. I don't give a fuck if you get offended or not. I'm gonna tell you what needs to be done. Like, fuck all this other shit, man. I don't understand why people nowadays are so damn afraid to speak your damn mind. Seriously, coming completely off the topic of Railroads Online, Loco, and all the other games, why are people so damn afraid to speak your fucking mind? Who gives a fuck what people think? Seriously. Do you know how many negative comments I've got? Because I don't hold back. I literally don't. That's what I thrive my channels. My YouTube, my Twitch, my True Reviews channel. All of that I thrive with. I do not whatsoever hold back. Nothing scripted, nothing done. Right? No, like, I might think, okay, well, tonight I gotta run a couple lines of this, this freight over to here. So that's what I'll do tonight. But when it comes down to my thoughts, my opinions, my, me, I don't hold back. People go, well, you're a millennial. No, I'm not. I'm Gen X, man. I was born 2 years into being a millennial. I was literally born in 88, right? I think it's like 86 or 85. It's the millennial period. But the whole thing is this. I was raised like I was Gen X. I was raised with that mentality. I was raised with the get the hell out the house, motherfucker. It's summer. Don't play video games. You don't have video games. I didn't have my first console, and which was a Nintendo 64. I didn't have that until I was, 15? Like, come on, man. But now people are so damn afraid to say anything. Like, who gives a fuck? Say something. Because if you don't, these game developers are just going to walk all over you. It's going to become Call of Duty. The same thing over and over and over, right? And everybody buys it, and they play it and play it and play it. But the whole thing is, they don't change nothing about it. Do you guys, for the older guys to watch, do you guys remember Call of Duty Black Ops? Right? The original one? People are still playing that shit because it's probably one of the best Call of Duties ever made. Right? Battlefield. Let's give that one a go. Battlefield 3, one of the best ones ever made. Right? You still have people playing that. But now, it's like, if you don't come out with a game every year, it's like, they think it's gonna freak. It's like, look at what Bethesda's doing with Elder Scrolls. I mean, fuck what? Elder Scrolls 6 has been in the works for, what, how long now? And they just came out with the launch trailer just a year or two ago? Like, it's been in the works for years. And here are these game companies coming out and throwing out crap. You know, it's like, dude, just chill. You know, we have to speak our minds when it comes to gaming. Because look, you know, I don't give a fuck what everybody says. You know, oh, well, it's not politically correct. Yes, it is politically correct. It's called freedom of fucking speech, bitch. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you do. I don't care about that shit. But when you have game companies taking advantage because people are so dumb to the point where they're buying the same virtual game with literally the only thing about it, they have new skins. That's it. That's literally it. All they are doing is taking the same code and alright. Good example. When we get up here, I will show you exactly what Call of Duty is doing. I'll show you exactly what all of the other big time games are doing. And it's very simple. It's easy to do because you already have the atmosphere, you already have the game, you already have the physics in this map, right? So these trees coming up, they are marked as objects in the game editor. All you have to do, say if this was a skyscraper on our left, right? All you have to do is literally click your mouse on that skyscraper and drag it to the other side. And you can move objects around in the editor and literally it becomes simple. Literally, it becomes so simple to change the level to make it look completely different. You know, game developers, a lot of them just do that. And they're like, oh, well, we can get away with this now. It's like, man, we need to get a whole, like, somebody needs to sue the game companies that are putting out this stuff. Like, you're not putting effort into your games. Look at the games that came back in the day. Spyro, let's see, 007, Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I mean, all that shit was unique. Now they just keep throwing out the same shit like, oh, here we go. More money for us because everybody's dumb enough to buy the DLC. To buy a season pass that you have to buy another season pass in a month just to buy the season pass. I mean, come on. How stupid do people have to be to buy that shit? I mean, like, out of all things, I pride myself on not having to do that shit. I mean, I really pride myself because I don't buy the DLCs. Because it's not worth it. Like, I can understand if you make a complete new level system, you know, and you make more maps. I mean, get a good example, Call of Duty Black Ops. Their DLCs were maps. If you wanted, you know, each DLC was 4 maps. 4 maps per DLC, and they were $15 a piece. That right there was perfect. What are they doing now? Oh, they're not releasing more maps. They came out with Battle Royale. Buddy, Call of Duty is not meant for Battle Royale, you dumb motherfucker. You just stole PUBG's idea. You literally just looked at Fortnite and PUBG and said, oh, well, we'll do that. Like, they don't have any any mind anymore. They don't have any soul to it. I mean, they really don't. I know it sounds nuts for me saying this stuff, but they don't. There is nothing there that they're going, okay, this is what's unique about our game. All they go is, oh, you can get more FPS. Yeah, because you've been sitting here the entire time optimizing the same exact code, the exact same shit over and over and over. You're not starting from scratch. You're using, it's an asset flip. That's what Call of Duty is. It's an asset flip. All you do is you update the engine, you update the stuff that you want, and you put out the exact same stuff. That's what all the games, that's what everything does now. There is no uniqueness to a game. You know, back in the day, you would have uniqueness. It would be so unique. You know, it just stuns me sometimes on everything. Go. I didn't think about this. Did not think how this was going to go. I was so busy and a nice rant that completely forgot about something. First of all, make sure we got that there. That there. Make sure we can get out of here. Didn't realize that ranting or raving about game developers, talking to people not speaking their mind. Like, unless there's a really big problem with the game, nobody speaks their mind. It's like, well, this is, you know, that's how it's going to be. Your gaming's dead. Yes, I just said that. People aren't going to stand up and actually speak out about a game. There's only a few communities that do, and I will give you props. Those communities do speak out. But most of the other, they don't. All they want to do is sit here and drive about, oh, I magically shot somebody in the head, survived. They survived the headshot, and then I have to shoot them again and down them and then shoot them again and then kill them. Like, what in the hell are people thinking of nowadays? I mean, are people really that ignorant? That's stupid. It sounds like I'm talking shit, but I'm not. I'm being for real on this one. Like, how in the fuck do you expect a game to get better if no one says, like, I mean, think about it. Back in the day, Advanced Warfare. This was their exact thing. Everybody hated the exosuit, right? What did they do? They took out the exosuits after the next game when everybody hated it, right? I mean, this is just stuff that needs to be done. Stuff that needs to be handled that nobody does. I should go over here, pay attention, because sooner or later we're going to derail. You know, that is going to be a thing. Sooner or later we will derail because I'm just sitting here talking and talking and talking and not paying attention. It just gets on my nerves, man. Speaks up. Like, literally, no joke. The whole thing was, this game, I can do better. Watch me. That's what I was originally told by the dev. Because I can build a better game, so I'm doing it. Like, that right there is what you need. And some of this shit coming out, man, it's just like, everybody's so afraid. It's just like they're tippy-toeing around and they're not doing anything. It's like, well, you don't say anything about it. Because game companies know they can get away with it because still people are going to buy it. Alright, that's switched. Good. Ooh. Got a long be at that corner before stop. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be at that corner. If we could keep them up, I would say it would be good. Just to uncouple back, let it roll in, but nope. Cut it off right. Ah, man, just crack my back. Yeah, so good example for the logs. We just sold logs to lumber and then lumber back to logs, and we're at 160. Here, send you left. See, as long as we got the locomotive behind it already, quick decouple. That's a speed and just coast. So, yep, there we go. It works like a charm. Look at that. Perfect. Two. Flip one switch and we head back. I don't know about this one. No. I think we're gonna go. Now these are quite smaller, but I think filling up these, that way we can just go in order. Overall outcome that we're looking for. Go. Hit. Go. That is power. Hmm. Oh, I just thought about some. I completely forgot we had a roundabout. So I don't have to use 2 locomotives here to shunt. I just realized that. Cool. Probably bring there. I could have fit another one in there, but no, I think we're going to leave it. No. Make sure I get these back. I'll come through here and I won't remember. I will not remember these at all. Oh. Starting to fill out. Eight. You. Okay. You. That one. Set up. Yeah, I gotta make these sightings sooner or later. I've been working on the yard and I've been focusing on all that, but I don't know. I gotta really start focusing on sightings and having multiple people running at the same time. That will be part. Might have to extend this one out. No, I'll be good. No. That one. Active. No. Round. That's again. This guy out of the way. Get him out of the way so we can get our shit going. Oh. Go. Way. I don't even know why I stopped this thing. I don't know why. How did that get missed? That's what I want to know. How did that get messed up? That was all a one. And it was done with the smooth corner. Thank God I haven't been going around that thing fast, man. But it just threw me over. Oh, fuck. Save. Again. we go. Oh, that was a close one. One. Yep. Gotta tell I'm getting tired, man. I'm talking as much. Well, that time of day, time of night. Do the break. Oh. Oh, it's getting time. It's hurting. Yeah. Oh. I want to see if I can do this. So it's this one. Don't need many cars. What? 2 cars, 3 cars, 2 cars. Ah, screw it. Morning. Go. You right there. Oh, well, alright guys. I will be talking to you later. Oh, it is time for me to jump off, call it quits for the night. So I figured I'll do something a little bit special for you guys that are still watching or gonna be watching the video on demand. If you would like to see a certain yard in this map, based on IRL, if it is possible for me to build in here, then go ahead, drop it in the chat or drop it in Whisper, and I'll see you. And of course, somebody decides to get on as soon as I get off. Sorry to tell you, buddy, but I'm jumping off. Oh. Let him load in so it doesn't mess up his game. And I'm done. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a nice night.